You were in a bad mood prior to commencing your journey. What consequences should you avoid when driving? Caution. Distraction. Aggressiveness. You are on a road outside of a built-up area, and a car in front of you is driving much slower than is permitted to and has the capacity to. What is the right course of action? I overtake at a suitable place. I flash my headlights until the car begins to drive faster. I adjust my speed to that of the car. I brake slightly to prompt the vehicle behind to keep its distance. I overtake the blue car, and then move into the middle lane. I overtake the red van and then move into the middle lane. During the journey, your passenger informs you that you are repeatedly tailgating. What should you do? I ignore the passenger's comments. I take the passenger's comments seriously. I maintain a greater distance. At a red light in a built-up area, another driver apparently wants to provoke you into a street race. What should you do? I totally ignore this behavior. I accept the challenge, but without exceeding 50 kilometers per hour. I get out and confront the driver. The red car in front of you has been driving slowly for some time now. What is the correct course of action in this situation? I maintain my speed. I overtake, because the road is clear. I close the distance and sound my horn. I move immediately into the lane to the right. I overtake the van and then move into the middle lane. I brake slightly to prompt the vehicle behind to keep its distance. I overtake the van and then move into the middle lane. What may result from taking part in illegal road races? The imposition of a term of imprisonment on the vehicle driver. The confiscation of the vehicle driver's driving license. The occurrence of serious road traffic accidents. While you are in a traffic jam, looking in your rear view mirror, you see a motorcyclist snaking past the stationary line of vehicles. What should you do? I take steps to ensure that he too must come to a stop. I let him drive past. I sound my horn and note his registration. I accelerate so that the overtaking vehicle can pull in behind me. I maintain my speed, because there is sufficient safety distance. I reduce my speed, so that the overtaking vehicle can pull in ahead of me. After overtaking you, a car pulls back into lane without leaving sufficient space in front of you. What should you do? I flash my headlights in order to call attention to the impediment. I remain calm in order to avoid conflicts. I brake in order to ensure that the safety distance is again established. I maintain my speed, because there is sufficient safety distance. I reduce my speed, so that the overtaking vehicle can pull in ahead of me. I accelerate so that the overtaking vehicle can pull in behind me. The vehicle ahead has prevented you from overtaking for some time now. What is the right course of action? I close the gap. I wait until I am able to overtake. I sound my horn and flash my headlights persistently. Why can driving under pressure of time be dangerous? Because, when driving under pressure of time, a defensive driving style is frequently adopted. The driver frequently goes too fast. Risks are frequently underestimated. Risks are frequently underestimated. You have narrowly avoided a road traffic accident through emergency braking. Your hands and knees are shaking. What is the right course of action? I continue driving in order to calm myself. Later, I ponder if I could have avoided the situation. I take a break at the soonest possible opportunity, in order to calm myself. I accelerate in order to create a large enough safety distance. I brake briefly in order that the driver behind will reduce his speed. I maintain my speed and continue driving as before. Your passenger wants to discuss something with you during the journey. What should you do? I concentrate on my driving. The discussion. You are driving on a main road and a car following behind is tailgating you. How should you react? I reduce my speed until the car following behind ceases tailgating me. I maintain my speed and keep to the right to enable the car following behind to overtake. I increase my speed until the car following behind ceases tailgating me. How can you recognize a good driver? A good driver refrains from responding to provocations on the road. Exhibits a calm and relaxed driving style. Always informs other traffic participants of their driving errors. Right before you want to drive off, you got annoyed about something and have become very angry. What should you do? I only drive off once I have calmed down again. I drive off in order to distract myself from my anger. I try to reach my destination quickly so that I can calm down there. I try to reach my destination quickly so that I can calm down there. Traveling on a main road after a lengthy period of time of following behind, You are finally able to overtake a very slow-moving car. What should you do? I brake briefly in order to call the attention of the other driver to his slow speed. I drive especially slowly in order to emphasize to the other driver the effects of his driving style. I pull back in after an adequate distance in order not to impede the other driver. I brake slightly to prompt the vehicle behind to keep its distance. I overtake the motorcycle and then move into the middle lane. I overtake the white van and then move into the middle lane. The vehicle ahead has prevented you from overtaking for some time now. What is the right course of action? I sound my horn and flash my headlights persistently. I wait until I am able to overtake. I close the gap. I maintain my current speed. I move to the right onto the parking strip. I reduce my speed. I increase my distance to the vehicle in front moving into my lane. I brake. I maintain my speed. What emotions can influence driving behavior? Worry and sorrow. Happiness and exuberance. Anger and rage.